And we are back. I'm the Comic Foil.
I'm Pat.
And I'm going to repel the tail of the... I already used the one. Terminate... Man Shield? I don't know. Final Protector is a lot better.
Final Protector.
I can't think of as many synonyms as I thought I could. Alright, so there's a nice sidle
So
zone.
we're gonna have to push 2 of those things off.
Yep. Did I tell you yet? I beat Apollo Justice.
You said you were getting close.
Yeah, I beat it. I didn't think it would wrap up as quickly as it did.
Yeah.
Because usually my experience with the Ace Attorney games is like the last... I mean, the last case was pretty long because it's like kind of like 2 cases in one, but it's still... Like, you get the big bad up on the stand, and then you defeat him pretty quickly. I feel like usually it takes a whole bunch of evidence to take down the big bad. But I liked it. I think it's one of the weaker ones in Ace Attorney, but I still think it's really good.
I liked it. I mean, I thought as a whole it was pretty good.
Yeah, and it's
I
been
liked it more than the second one.
Than Justice for All.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I think back on it, the only case I remember really liking in Justice for All was the last one again.
I wasn't really
So,
big...
oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Go get the eye.
Okay. Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!
Yeah, because we got to get those eyes before he can even... Before
Okay.
Draco can jump up here.
They give me a charge into. I guess I'm supposed to charge into the eyes.
Yeah.
Push them off. I thought it, like, maybe I could, like, push them down and buy more time. Let go.
Run, go get that eye. Real
Okay.
quick. You're gonna have to get both of them.
Alright. Oh! They're being held by guys. Okay.
Oh no. No.
I think I was supposed to, like, push them off the tower, and it just didn't.
Yes.
It didn't quite.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay, if you want to.
Oh my God!
Oh!
He didn't care!
Oh, wow. Get him, Trico.
Oh my God!
That was great.
But the eyes, you didn't push the eyes over.
No, I guess they weren't, like, facing him anymore, so he went for it. Or maybe
They definitely were.
maybe he just overcame his fears.
Oh my God.
Good boy.
Oh man.
What a good boy. Oh, is there still one down there? Yeah. Alright. Okay, you did good. You did good. It's alright. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, my big brave boy. That was pretty great. I like these little bats, too. I don't know, they're cute. They're like little cartoon Halloween bats. And it's around Halloween that we're playing this.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Wonder who thought of the name Keys. Like, who thought of the names for the original Zelda enemies? You got Keys, you got Likes.
You
You got... I mean, Octorok I kind of get, but... the snakes are called Rope, which I always thought was really funny.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, in the original Zelda, there are snake enemies, and they're called Rope.
R-O-P-E?
Yeah. Like, that's not a rope.
Nope, rope. Yeah, there are some interestingly named things.
Angry Video Game Nerd had a bit where he went through the original Zelda manual and was, like, guessing the names of everything.
I know the Japanese Pokemon names are very, very not clever at all.
Yeah, I don't know any of the Japanese ones.
Charmeleon, So
Oh.
Charmander is Little Flame.
Yeah.
Charmeleon is Lizard. And Charizard is Lizardon.
Yeah, I knew Lizardon.
I know Bulbasaur's Mysterious Seed. Or if you're depending on how you read it, Mysterious, isn't it?
I know Wobbuffet's based on a Japanese comedian.
What is it? Zapdos is Thunder. Moltres is Fire. And Articuno is Freezer.
So these are the literal translations?
Yes. Fire, Thunder, and Frieza. Everyone complains about Pokemon having like bad names, but like
Oh, I like them because they're usually portmanteaus, and I love portmanteaus.
the originals are way worse. The Japanese.
One of my favorites was always Serperior.
I like that one a lot too.
Or Unpheasant.
There's a few that are like I know Eevee's the same.
That makes sense. Short for evolution.
Yeah.
Dedenne is something where it's a mixture between, like, the Japanese word for mouse and the French word for antenna, or something like that.
Raticate. Raticate is rat.
It's just rat?
Yeah, and Rattata is baby rat.
Oh. See, to me that just shows about how, like, in Gen 1... they kind of just wanted them to be, like, slightly weird animals. Like, they weren't as high concept yet as they became later. Because you look at the design for Rattata, and it's just, like, a purple rat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to go from here.
Krabby is just crab. Haunter is just ghost. Oh, yeah, and I forget the Eevee ones aren't that great. I know Vaporeon's showers. I forget what Jolteon's is.
Huh.
Oh, no. So I remember, so Zapdos is Thunder, and Jolteon is Thunders.
Thunder and Thunders.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Oh. There he is. Somewhere.
Yeah.
I can hear him at least.
Umbreon's Japanese name is very racist. I remember that one too.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not saying that one here.
Yikes. Good to know.
A lot of the Japanese ones are just like English words.
Huh.
Like drowsy asleep and hypno sleeper.
Wait, what's happening? What's happening? You started going really far ahead without my permission. I know there's only like 3 or 4 Pokemon that won't be auto-corrected if you put them in Microsoft Word.
One of them is Pikachu.
Yeah, but Gloom because it's an actual word, and I think Haunter because it's an actual word. I like the name Oddish.
There's gotta be more.
It's not that odd, but it's odd-ish. And it's like radish.
There's gotta be more that aren't eradicated. Did I just say aren't eradicated?
They aren't eradicated.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
trying to eradicate them?
Maybe.
Alright. We're gonna leave Trico behind the gate. Let me just make sure there isn't like a big conspicuous switch I'm supposed to hit here. No. Alright, sorry buddy, I'll be back. Gonna go into the green mists. Into the chamber. Oh, that was a giant pit. I did not know that's what it was. Could not see the hole. Alright, well, there is a ladder here that I didn't take before. Because Trico kind of ran past it.
Golem, I feel like, would be one that isn't either. Alright.
Yeah.
Because a golem's a thing. Even if it is, like, fantastical.
Yeah, I wonder if that would... Yeah, because golems are from Hebrew mythology.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they were made by rabbis out of clay to defend Jewish communities.
Interesting.
So the story goes.
Isn't an electrode something too?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's more.
Yeah, it's like an electrical... Yeah, there's probably more than I thought there was.
Mr. Mime would technically be allowed too.
Yeah.
Um,
Jinx is a word, but it's spelled differently.
yeah.
Same thing with seal.
Ditto is also one.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be...
Whoa. Oh. What? Pad.
That is amazing. That's what I would do.
And I fall. But this time I survived because there was a big comfy dog at the bottom.
Yay. For a while I had Pokemon names in my phone, like in my dictionary. So they wouldn't autocorrect.
A lot of video game stuff doesn't autocorrect for me anymore because I just text it so often.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, whenever I type the word Mario, it types it in all caps. I don't know how that started, but it like... So I must have been saying Mario in all caps a lot, and somehow I turned that into a word. Oh, okay. These big jars.
Yeah, I don't have that. Mine. You can remove. Well, I mean, on an Android phone, you can remove suggestions. Like you can remove some stuff.
Yeah, I just never really bothered to.
Like, I mean, like you can like just tap it and like and shoot it up because it shows up. You can just tap it and like flick it off.
Okay, we're gonna push.
Push.
He wants the smells, so I need to take the smells away from him.
Oh.
And he's not very happy with me because he likes those smells.
Of course not. He's like, what happened if you took the French fries away from your dog?
Oh, she would kill me. She would feel so betrayed. I wanted it to not go this way, but alright. Do I need to, like, change the rails? Is this gonna be like a rail changing puzzle?
Is he pulling it back towards him?
No, it's just there's an incline.
Oh, okay.
Because of course there is.
Because of course.
Alright, what's over here? I'm not loving the green mist over everything.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
My glasses are so dirty and I cannot get them clean because they're like not just dirty, they're like scratched and scuffed up.
Oh, sounds like you need new glasses.
I think I do. And I haven't had these glasses for that long.
You could get, Warby Parker ones are pretty cheap. And they look really nice. That's what I use.
Huh.
$95. Totally not product placement.
Because I'm really partial to the kind I have.
It's $95 for most of their pairs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That includes prescription. So, and like you can like try them on at home. So,
Maybe that's what I'll do. Do they like send it to you?
Mm-hmm. They mail it.
Oh.
Usually takes a couple days. Yeah, I'll send you a link.
So I need to push it up the tracks, but it changes.
Yeah,
I think it's like a rail puzzle. Like I need to find a switch somewhere that changes the rails. I don't like this room. I can't see.
Yeah, it's very like teal. It is a nice shade of like teal.
Yeah.
Other than that.
That's true. Okay. Guessing somewhere over here there's a switch. I think this switch is gonna do what I need it to.
Queen.
Yas, queen! I'm surprised it still works. It looks like it's so rusted and I don't know. Because, like, the tracks look almost, like, broken apart there.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it didn't work, how would you progress through the game?
Yeah. There's always a way. And, you ever play that game Space Station Silicon Valley? It was on the N64.
I did not.
It was made by Blizzard before they were Blizzard.
Oh.
They actually coded the game poorly. To get to the last levels, you needed to get, like, all the extra collectibles and stuff. And they miscoded it that one of the collectibles you couldn't collect. Like, it was there, but it was, like, transparent, like you went through it. It was non-interactive.
Oh, man.
So, without cheats, it's impossible to get to the last levels of the game.
What? That's ridiculous.
Ah!
People talk about games now being glitchy.
Okay, that was unexpected.
At least we know we can swim.
They even showed there was a place on the track that I could push it to where it would fall off, so they misled me.
It looks like it didn't matter.
Turn the water green. Alright.
Water technically reflects what's around it, so...
Yeah. It's also, actually not a conductor of electricity.
Nope.
But salt is, and it's really hard to get pure water in nature. I don't know what I'm doing with this box yet, but I'm figuring I need to take it over here somewhere.
I feel like moving a box that size through the water would be next to impossible.
Need to look for a place to climb up, I guess. Oh, there's blue stuff there. Oh no, that's where the yeah, that's where he just poured all that stuff. Yeah, it would definitely be wonky. It makes me think of, I watched a documentary one time about, like, the early astronauts, and, like, how the first people in space were, like, so stuck and confused that, like, they didn't understand how moving in zero gravity worked yet.
Oh.
So they got up there and were just like, oh god!
I remember hearing how so when they put people on the moon, they there was a pretty high chance that once they got there, they wouldn't be able to get back off. So the president had already written a speech about for what would happen and was prepared to read it to the nation.
Saying that they died.
No, saying that we would have had to left them there because. How awful would that be? Because they wouldn't have been able to get back off, so they would have just had to sit there until they starved to death.
Oh, jeez.
Literally being able to see their home, but not being stranded on the moon.
Who would that have been? Kennedy did a lot of stuff for NASA, but I don't think he was in office.
Was it Reagan?
The moon in 1969. Can't think of who was president then. It wasn't Reagan.
Okay. Jimmy. No.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna think about it anymore because I'm gonna sound so stupid to anybody who knows American history.
Oh, but the moon landing was fake,
Yes, Mr. Edgelord.
It was not.
We don't want to believe in things. I know.
I love some of the main arguments for that theory. It's just well, if it was fake, why haven't we been able to go back since? It's just why would we?
I'm sorry, I was paying attention to what?
I was saying people often say oh, well, if we were on the moon once before, why haven't we gone back? And the reason is there's no real reason to go back.
Yeah. No, going to the moon was just kind of like a status thing. Yeah. We just did it.
To do it.
America did it to be the ones who did it.
They're the only, did it just to do it. But it was very expensive. Another thing that's kind of interesting is that so while the flag that was posted there is still up there, at this point it's very likely that you can't even see, like, it's just like it'll look like a white flag.
Yeah.
Because it'll be so radiation damaged. What if, well, you can dive, so what about swimming underneath one of those cages?
What if I could just call you down here? Yeah.
Can you get into those cages?
Wait, which cages?
There. Is there anything behind them? You can dive.
Yeah. Like, I want to think it has something to do with the box. Because
oh god, it's even more green.
Box here.
Well, and the box has to be in the water. Yeah, there's nothing.
I remember a major argument was that they were saying, like, they just slowed down the footage to make it look like the people were, like, moon hopping, but any speed that you speed the footage up to, it still doesn't really look like they're moving normally.
Well, if you were they would have had to have been shooting at a faster frame. I don't even know if we had the technology to do that at that period of time. At, like, film at more than
in
24 frames a second, yeah. But also that wouldn't explain of how high they jumped and how far they jumped.
Yeah. Oh, well, they had a bungee cord technology. They had, like, really good special effects before. Oh, tail!
There we go.
Okay. Of course, the tail.
But in the end, it really doesn't matter whether or not it happened. You know?
I mean, it doesn't really affect anything about us right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a pointless argument in the end. Ooh. Ooh. That would have hurt. That would have given you a concussion.
Oh, he has so many concussions already. So many broken bones. He's gonna, like, get home and sleep for 2 weeks straight.
You die?
Yeah.
He's just gonna get home and die.
I did it. Dead. Alright.
That's why it goes black after the credits.
So we got... Now that that's gone, now that the weird incense thing is gone, I can
actually see.
Actually, yeah, one, I can actually see, and two, I can actually
progress.
Get him to help me with things.
Mm-hmm.
Because he won't be distracted. So where's our next point of progress? Oh, he might be looking at it, actually.
He's just staring at it.
Hey, is that the way forward? What do your dog eyes see? Oh. Forgot there were openings in the... I like how individual wood beams move in the floor. It's a nice touch. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be just like another, like, Trico jump segment.
That's fine. Those are usually pretty simple.
Do you have any thoughts about the Kennedy assassination conspiracy?
No.
I mean, me neither. I kind of think just the dude did it. Maybe he was working with a couple other dudes, or maybe he did it for, like, a group of people that wanted to do it, but I don't think it goes any deeper than that.
Yeah.
But I haven't really researched it. The thing about conspiracy theories is that if you do, like, oh, I've been really looking into it and I found all this thing, it's a conspiracy. Like, you can research into anything and eventually get a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to believe something, you'll find things to justify what you believe.
I told you about how I had how we had someone at work who was a conspiracy theorist.
Are they a flat earther?
Probably. Well, I remember one time we made something about, we went up about a plane in the air and there was like a contrail, and they were like it was like, oh yeah, you know, chemtrails in the air, and they were like serious about it, and I'm like, I almost got I like stopped myself real quick because I literally was just like, look, we're not having this conversation. I'm going like, we're not having this conversation. This is not something I'm discussing about because there is no argument.
Flat earthers drive me crazy. That just drives me nuts. I can't stand it. It makes me so upset.
I feel like flat earthers would inherently not believe that we were at the moon. Also, like, we have plenty of even if we didn't get out to the moon, we still have ways to get pictures of the Earth from outer space.
I guess the whole thing just comes from like, yeah, like the government or like TV can show us pictures, but like we don't like really know where those pictures come from. I guess that's the idea.
What's the point in faking it though? What is the point on making, like, what is there to gain out of lying about the Earth being round? There is literally nothing to gain about lying about it.
I guess at the time, what to gain from lying about it was
at the time,
like,
that's now. There's still people who believe it.
Like, see, I'm playing devil's advocate because I think it's stupid too. But
B.O.B. thinks the world's flat. Then what else? What?
But those people aren't going to believe it until like they actually like travel all the way around the world themselves.
And then they
like,
still won't believe it. They still will not believe it. Well, no, actually, the way it works is that you can still. It's I remember seeing an explanation for it before, and it's actually pretty like. There's a lot of things it actually like accounts for, which is surprising. Like the idea is that, like Antarctica, the whole of Antarctica is the entire circumference. Like, think of it like.
Oh, I see. Like how you see it on a map.
Yeah, but like it surrounds the whole thing, and there's like the ice wall. There's like this ice wall.
And that's what keeps water from falling off the Earth.
It still doesn't explain how gravity affects the Earth at all, because gravity gravity of a sphere and gravity with a plate would be drastically different.
Yeah.
Like your gravity would be different depending on where you were in the Earth, so Earth would have different gravity in different areas.
Well, and I mean, what do they think is keeping the Earth up?
I don't know.
Is it like Hinduism where we're on the
elephant?
back of 6 elephants on the back of a giant turtle?
I mean,
but no, that's true because if we were on a plate-shaped planet, gravity would actually be stronger at the middle of the plate than it would be on the edges of it.
Yep.
Plus, on the edges of it, you'd have this weird thing where your gravity was actually pushing you like sideways along the plate. The entire thing of up and down is really just our perspective. We just get our own idea of what's up and down by responding to gravity. It always bothered me that space battles and like all sci-fi things, like the rockets and stuff, are always facing the same way. Like in Star Wars or Star Trek or anything, there's like an up and down in space.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
The only thing I ever saw not do it like that, it was Firefly.
You would actually do a barrel roll, and like gravity, it wouldn't feel like you're going upside down. It would just like, actually, if anything, it would feel like the universe is spinning around.
Yeah.
Which is probably really trippy. Actually, it would probably make you motion sick.
Yeah, I mean, if they did do these like if they did do starship battles with like realistic, it would probably be really easy to make them like sickening for movie watchers. But Firefly would do some like crazy things with the fact that all direction is relative.
Yeah. But so like the idea, I guess, is that like it actually it's really interesting too, because like, so I don't believe any of this, but I find it really intriguing how well thought out it is. So, like, the idea is, like, the North Pole is at the center.
Okay.
Right? So that way, that's how you can sail around the Earth.
Oh, I see.
So you have the North Pole is at the center, and then there's all the continents that are around in a circle, and then you have the Antarctica wall on the outside.
That's kind of a neat idea.
And the sun is over top of it and spins in a circle over top, and that's how you have day and night.
I like this concept for a fantasy world.
Isn't it? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, I would play a D&D game that was in a world like this.
It's surprisingly, like, they found, like, it's wrong, but they found a lot of really creative ways to make it seem like, to make it kind of work. It still doesn't account for the curvature of it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no.
That's the real thing. If you just look at the horizon.
Some people would also... I remember this video also talked about how a lot of times it would be like a curved disc that's slightly curved up, and then would have big walls at the edge. So it is slightly curved.
See, this is why I can't stand flat earthers, because it's like, well, have you ever seen that the world is round? And I'm like, no, I guess not, but... But like, stop!
Have you ever not seen a flying... Or like, have you ever... I don't know.
Have you ever seen $1 billion?
Have you ever seen Africa?
Yeah. Yeah, Africa's not even there, man. It's not even really there.
Oh my god.
You say you had a friend who went to Africa, but, you know...
I just remember...
You can't trust them.
I just remember seeing this graphic with this flat earth layout like this of a freaking sun spinning around it and just looking at this being like...
We're in a giant floating cereal bowl. I hate it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, come on, jump up again, man. You did it a second ago. I know, you're upset with me. You're upset I got rid of the good smells. I've been ordering you around all day. Go over to that window. Trico. Oh,
I think there are other beliefs too that the moon is also flat, and like other.
I mean, it would have to be for this to make any sense,
right?
I could see why somebody who doesn't get astrophysics because it's kind of weirdly coincidental that we always have the same side of the moon facing us, because that just happens to be how the moon and the Earth. That's just their relationship to each other.
Well, the moon doesn't spin though, does it?
It does, but it spins at the same rate that it revolves, so that like while it's rotating around its own axis, it's also revolving around the Earth's axis, so we keep seeing the same side of it.
Oh, that's interesting. That is clever. But there might be some kind of relation to that, like spin as opposed to orbit, like.
But some people would say we only ever see one side of the moon because there only is one side. Or rather, there's two sides and it's like a coin. Alright. Come on, boy.
People will come up with creative ways to do, like, conspiracy. Like, I don't know, there are some people that just... They just cannot believe... But it's not even like believe anything they're told, because there's still someone else telling them this.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, you're not really thinking for yourself.
Have you seen the ice walls? Like... Come on.
It's that kind of thing of, like, there's some people who like, I don't trust the media, but they're trusting some form of media that's telling them not to trust the other media.
Yeah.
Very rarely have you gotten an idea purely on your own.
Especially as especially right now where you have like news outlets. This is my absolute favorite thing. Is like, I'm not going to take a side on either thing.
We don't want to get too political. But we can be adjacent.
There will be like news channels that like talk about, the media or the mainstream media is doing this, but like. You are a major news outlet. And you are acting like you are not part of the media.
Which media is the mainstream media?
Yeah, it's like they're saying you can't trust any media except us.
Aw.
And that just is like the most ridiculous thing to me, and it just constantly happens on like a daily basis.
Which is, I mean, to be fair, I think that's something that goes wrong on either political side.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you always have to. The problem's everyone except you.
This is why I can't stand arguing politics on social media.
Oh, I don't. Well,
because everybody has a million erroneous sources, and nobody has ever changed their opinion on something because of something they've read on Facebook. That doesn't happen.
Also, people are able to hide behind computers, so people are really aggressive. Like, some people are really nasty. And are just, like, so quick to put other people down and be, like, super rude.
Huh, maybe I need to go this way without him.
Probably. I like, kind of want to stop using social media, because I feel like social media is actually really bad for people.
That's probably the biggest reason why I stopped using Facebook was...
I need to, like, not...
Oh!
But the other problem is too many of our friends use, like... I would rather not use Facebook Messenger at all.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't like having all my messages being, monitored by Facebook, who has already proven themselves to not actually care that much about their data security.
Yeah.
And they're a big enough target anyway that no matter how good your security
Oh, he's angry.
Oh, he is.
Doggo's angry.
I think he kind of messed things up, though. Run.
Oh no, we're leaving our friend behind.
Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of did this to us.
Yeah, but he was trying to help us. He's just a doggo. He doesn't understand structural physics. Trico's above us, though. Yeah!
There he goes.
Not sure if slow motion or poor frame rate.
But, even beyond, like, the data security and, like... all
right,
of that...
Flips me onto his back. I love this dog.
It's actually super depressing. Because you get to see, like, say you have, like, 300, 400 people on social media, right?
I think we had this conversation on another episode of this.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's just, like between, like, weeks
it's
and
hard
to
sometimes.
remember what we talked about before and what we haven't.
Yeah.
Keep track of that.
But I agree, it's hard if you're, like, sad one day, and it's really hard to see all these people who are really happy.
Yeah. Or even just if you're just not doing anything with your life and you see everyone else is, like, at that point, someone is doing something with their life. So you'll see it. You see that all the time.
Right now they're trying to get my high school graduating class, the reunion, together. And I just really super don't want to go.
Oh, I wouldn't go.
Like, no offense to any of you guys who might be watching. It's not personal. I'm not good at maintaining friendships with people that I don't, like, actually see. And it's not like I haven't done anything with my life. But man, like, some of the people, like, I was in all 8-track classes and everything. And when I see what some of the people I went to school with are doing, I'm like, oh man, I suck.
It's all a matter of time and getting places. And, like, they may hate their job. You don't know that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly true. It's just, like you said, it's hard looking at the Facebook version of everybody's lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no interest in doing reunions or something or anything like that.
Plus, I'm also, unlike you, I'm super introverted too, so I don't, like, need to be around a ton of people anyway.
Oh, I just, like, didn't... Well, to be fair, like... so you say that like a lot of the people were super successful, but, like, you have to remember that, like, 80% of our graduating class just didn't do anything after high school. So
yeah, no, more specifically, like, the people that I was with a lot. Like, a bunch of them are doctors.
Ooh.
Yeah, so now they have eye shields, so I can actually contribute a bit more.
Oh, because they're trying to...
Yeah.
Oh, gas.
No, I think that's just what they do when they die.
But it's interesting that he's attracted to the grass. You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe that's why he goes, like, so bloodthirsty after the wall.
Yeah. Because I think these things are like soldiers or like animated armors or something, so they run on magic, and that's the mist that they break into. And I think Trico's just attracted to magic, which is also like what's in those pots that he's smelling, or what's in the food that he eats.
I kind of feel like watching this is like watching Cloverfield.
I never
like,
saw Cloverfield.
Well, it's like
I know you don't
the
see the
camera.
monster too much. Yeah.
But it's kind of like the camera's like all over, and you're like seeing like big like close-ups of this animal, and like a lot of times you don't get like a good view of what's going on.
Yeah. Because I guess that's kind of
like right now his head's out of frame. And
yeah.
Like, oh.
Which that's like the idea of Cloverfield or like Salem or what's that movie called? Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Because like you know there's something going on you're not seeing.
Blair Witch was so low budget.
Oh yeah, and it started like that was like such a surprise hit. Like there were so many imitators after it because all these people realized like, oh man, we can make a great movie by doing nothing.
But still, no, you really kind of can't. You still have to put work into it.
Paranormal Activity was another one that was like didn't take a lot of budget, but like they had a good idea behind it.
Oh, I never saw any of those. Look at his feathers all like fluffed up.
Alright. I'm gonna calm down my dog, and we are going to pick this up again next time.
Woo.
Until then, I'm Comic Foil.
I'm Ped.
And, yeah, it looks like his eye's doing better. His ear's all fixed.
Good.
He just needed a good adventure, didn't you,
And
buddy?
some food.
And some food. And a stretch. He's a stretchy boy.